Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we finally took care of Ozzy after starting his side quest many days ago. Then we made our way into the Black Omen and managed to steal, with some difficulty, a bunch of things. Now I have the charm top on, we brought Luca into the party with a gold stud so that she can use as much MP as she needs to by spamming the crap out of Flare. And we got the Crisis Arm and the Prism Specs on Robo for the ultimate damage dealer. We could do, well, you know what? Let's do it. As you might expect, an elevator means a gauntlet. Cybot. Somebody's been copying Luca's blueprints. Let's see what we can charm from these guys. A power meal. It's not particularly useful. Alright, so Robo now has 3 in his digit for his HP, so that's not great. Let's see, what do we got now? Alright, so I want to heal him up. Give him a full tonic. Oh, that won't actually... No, that won't even do enough. Let's give him an elixir. And then... do not hit him, thank you. Then let's show off Uzi Punch. Maximum HP, Crisis Arm, and the Prism Specs, and he destroys everything. Robo has become the dominant species on this planet. Double Bomb. Oop, no, not Boogie. Oh, I can't use Double Bomb. Never mind then. We'll Uzi Punch another one. Yeah, the Crisis Arm kind of breaks when you have a 9 as your last digit of your HP. So, yeah, he can basically annihilate whoever he wants. Some of my favorite guys in the game. Ruminators. Ruminators are interesting because they'll spend the whole fight attacking each other and absorbing all of their HP, all of the one they attacked HP, and absorbing it into themselves. Now, their HP doesn't go up. They have 1500 HP, and even though they kill the other ones, I think you still end up getting experience out of it. But that's not the best part of this fight. The best part of this fight is charming as many of them as you can, because they have Mega Elixirs. And Robo's normal attack does 1500 damage. So we want to target, basically whoever's closest to another one, we want to target one of those. We want to get as many Mega Elixirs as possible, and then we want Robo to take them out. Basically, it's a Mega Elixir farm. That's the entire point of this fight, and that's all you need to worry about. Eventually, they will go for you guys as well, but usually only after you either start attacking them or they've continued to kill one another. I just want to eventually show them actually doing something. Please do something. They have to get close enough in order to do it, and then they'll do that, and then they'll start attacking you. But yeah, if we keep Robo at maximum HP, he will just destroy everything. The amount of battles and the random battles you do run into on the lift is somewhat random. It's not always the same, and you don't always run into all of the fights. Oh yeah, another group of these guys. Alright, we finished off that fight, and over here, we get 2 more Ruminators, which means we get to farm more Mega Elixirs. Except for I'm out of MP, and they kill each other before I got a chance to do anything. Okay then, if you insist, video game. Alright. Basically, now the only thing we need in this game to heal is Mega Elixirs, because there eventually will be a spot where we can farm these guys in a single room and fight them over and over and over again. I always think that you can fight these panels, but I think it's just that the Ruminators show up with the panels. More of these guys! And there you go. I'll show you the last little bit of that fight there. That's the random nature of the Wonder Shot. The Wonder Shot can do anywhere from, you know, a couple, you know, under 100 damage to as much damage as Robo's dealing. And so sometimes it can be very, very useful. Over here, we get another Mega Elixir, because why not? Hello! Hey, look, more gold studs. Okay, after that battle, Robo took some damage. He was down to 884 HP, and his normal attack, instead of doing 15 or 1600, began doing about 700. Still really powerful for a normal attack, but we want to keep his HP maxed out whenever we can. Here we get 30,000 G. Well, why would I need money? I'm at the end of the game already. Well, there's actually a reason why we will eventually need money. You know what? We're going to switch up our party here, because I don't think any of the enemies upcoming give me anything I really need. I've already got 5 gold studs. I don't really need any more than that. And I've got enough Nova Armors for everybody. So I don't really need anything else stolen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up my party to show off another tech here. The Black Rock's equipped. You're good there. Yeah. Yeah, okay, got more Mega Elixirs, but like I said, there's a room later where we can farm them if need be. Dark Eternal combines Provoke, Fire 2, and Dark Matter. That's fun. Dark Eternal. That's not a good demonstration of that. That's a terrible demonstration of that. So yeah, Luca here will do a critical. It does 1500. That wasn't what I wanted to show. I wanted to show how much it varies in terms of her damage, but that's fine. Over here, we have these guys. These guys, I don't think take good damage from magic. So this will probably be another bad example of Dark Eternal, but we're going to try it anyway, because I want to show it off, and I want to show you how powerful it can be. It's actually a really good tech. Yeah, it still doesn't really demonstrate how powerful it is. But that's fine. I can't remember for sure. So we're going to put Kayla in the party. Give her a mid-ether. And you can go around both sides. Okay, so there's no... Oops. There are no panels in this room. Got a magic seal. There is a battle on either side. Let's see what Dark Eternal does here. Because these guys might actually take damage from it. Hopefully. So I would definitely like to show off how useful it can be. 2 bad examples. There we go. Much better. Hopefully you didn't hear that. There's a dog barking outside. I opened my window. Air was getting a little stale in here. Alright, I think I've shown off the triple tech enough. Let us take a quick look here. I can't remember. The gold rock that we got for Frog after upgrading the Masamune can only be equipped by Frog. So let's do that and then go to Frog and find out which people are required. We need the new Masamune, the powered up Masamune, in order to do this, in order to get the gold rock in general. And then we need Marley and Robo. So let's pull them into the party. There we go. Most of my characters are set up, so I don't really need to change things too much. Alright. Let us see what we can do with Grand Dream. Grand Dream. It's a physical attack, and it hits everybody, or at least a small area. Whoa! That was terrible. Video game? What is wrong with you? Okay. Unfortunately, that's going to lower Robo's damage. I'm going to use the Cure Spell on Robo to get him back up to full. But yeah, 700 damage at 4 as his final digit. If his final digit is 0 or 1, it's terrible. But if it's 9, it's fantastic. And that's the best amount of damage you can deal to him. And Robo comes in and does a lot of the heavy lifting. Yeah, Robo is really, really abusive. This is one of the reasons why even as a kid, I didn't fully realize how much damage you could do by using the prison specs on Robo. But I had used it on him from time to time, but I tended to use it not necessarily in this way. I tended to give the prism specs to either Ayla or Chrono, and I found that it was a good use on either of them. Let's bring you along. And I don't want Chrono in that fight, and sure, that party's fine, whatever. Get an Elixir, Vigil Hat, Nova Armor, a Mega Elixir, and the best helmet in the entire game, the Haste Helm. This gives auto haste. You now know why I absolutely adore Nova Armor, which protects status, giving me the ability to put haste on automatically. It's fantastic. And I thought there was some enemies to fight in this room. Okay. Alright, I switched up my party for an upcoming situation. First things first, though. 3 of you, and in a place like this, you've got a long journey ahead of you, so please rest a while. And if you wish to awaken from the stream, there's probably a way. What will you do? As a kid, and as an adult, knowing what happens, I can understand the reference. As a kid, I definitely did, and I was like, wake up or what? Sure, I'll wake up. Hey, I've got a customer. Underling, you're starting to bug me. How long do I have to put up with your drivel? Ribbit. Just shut up and push, will ya? Ribbit. These guys came from the future. They're just here. Get on with it, Ribbit. What just happened? Yeah, they don't explain very well that that's a warp. And it takes you to the start of the dungeon, and if you don't know that that's where you're going, you're very unhappy that you just have to redo the rest of the dungeon. The boss isn't there anymore, but you still have to deal with it, and it's terrible. And yeah, it definitely happened to me before, because I did not know. Just chat. Those who don't sell too well. These don't sell well. Well, there's not a lot of people in here to buy your stuff. Got a lot of great stuff. Indeed you do. Best shop, second best shop I'd say in the game after the Vigil Hat one. But yeah, this sells all the best healing items if you want to waste your money on them. There's no real thing we need money for at this point, so I'd say fill up on whatever you want. Hyper Others, you can get full ethers too, whatever you want to do. You get 2 of those, so they're even. Some full tonics, the mid tonics. Sure, we'll get 5 more of those. There we go. Waste all my money because I don't need it for anything at this point. It's the last shop in the game, and it's just to give you a bunch of items. But the thing is, we have access to unlimited Mega Elixirs now, so we don't really need much of anything. It's unfortunate we can't buy shelters, but because we have Mega Elixirs, we're good to go anyway. The only downside to both shelters and Mega Elixirs compared to, say, resting at an inn or using the healing bucket at the end of time is it only does the 3 that are actively in your party at this current point. So if you want to restore your MP on your other characters as well, you have to sub in your other party and use a second one. So, you know, it's a thing. Pressing the A button triggers that, and we have a bit of a color shift here. Here we have a palette swap of an old boss with a dumb name. This is the Tubster. The Tubster is a counterattack monster and will not target you if you do not attack it, meaning he's really powerful when he does hit you, and you can turn power taps from him. But you don't really need to worry too much because you can usually take him out pretty easily. Double of bomb with prism specs on. Fantastic damage. Booyah! One shot and he's gone. Now, an interesting thing this is if you want to, you have the ability at this point in the game to farm as many power tabs as you want. It is a slow process. And power tabs aren't really required because they don't help out all that much. Pretty much the rest of our characters that we care about getting a boost to power with, meaning all of the guys plus Ayla, they will already get maximum power by the end of their levels anyway, if you're trying to max your levels out. If you don't, or if you're not worried about that, like you could get them for the, you know, Marley and Luca as well, but there's no point. So I don't usually worry about it. But yeah. Let us bring in Frog's Party, which was that one, correct? With the Grand Dream, I think. Let's try it against these guys. I don't think there's a way to avoid this fight. Pretty sure this was the Triple Tech Party, right? Yes, Grand Dream. There we go. Grand Dream. Let's see if we can do more damage against these enemies. Really, video game? I don't know what even determines the damage that I can do. Oh well. Robo. Uzi punch something to death, please. Frog. Let's go for the Glacier. I know they're susceptible to physical damage. I don't know what the Grand Dream does in terms of damage. It might be based on Frog's HP. If it's I'm gonna find out how much MP it uses from Frog. If it does 20, then it's probably based on his Frog Squash tech, and that means it'll do more damage. There's a critical hit that does 3,200 damage, by the way. Robo is an absolute monster of a tank, and no one can compete with him on damage output at this point in the game. 15. Oh, 15 is Frog Squash. I thought it was 20. So yeah, it'll be based on Frog's HP, whether this one will be good to use or not. Interesting. Okay. I will have to find a better opportunity to make use of that. So let's leave Frog in the party for the moment, and let's bring in... Sure, we'll bring in Magus. Now, you can skip by them if you want. I believe there's a different charm item depending on whether they're Incognito or Peeping Doom. So we're going to try and charm one here before they change, and then we'll try and charm one after they change. This and the one from the previous episode are the only two fights against these guys in the entire game. They do counterattack with Walk, but we have protection against that. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna charm one of these guys here, Peeping Doom. And you're not gonna give me anything. And of course you... Oh, okay. You can target that one too. That's fine. Alright, let's charm this one again. Do these guys ever give anything? Muscle Ring. I thought they gave something. Not something I care about, but it's there. So that's from Incognito. I'm going to see if I get something different from Peeping Doom here in a moment. Alrighty, I tried 5 times to steal from him when he's Peeping Doom there, and it was the thought that counted every time, so I'm guessing you just can't steal from him. I never bothered to steal from the shields anyway, it just seems kind of pointless to me. Yeah, we're fine on HP and MP and all that. This is the room I was talking about. This is the Ruminator room, and of course rumination is a term for those who basically cycle through something, and the fact that these guys ruminate through the room, they cycle through the room. Like as a kid, I didn't know what ruminator meant or rumination or ruminate or anything like that, and when I finally learned what it meant, I was very happy about that. Nice, I chose the right one. Alright, we're gonna charm the one in the middle here, or not. But yeah, basically the whole point of these fights is to just farm as many Mega Elixirs as you can. So let's try and finish off that one before it... and do that one. There we go. 3 out of 4 is not bad. 3 out of 4 is pretty much your standard. Now, after a while, these guys will eventually attack us, and they do a considerable amount of damage, so you do want to take them down relatively quickly. I don't think they one-shot you, but definitely want to be aware. There's another Zodiac Cape. Now, here, you wait. You can bypass those enemies. Here, oops, that's the wrong button. I want to bring in Luca for this fight. This one you cannot skip, and I do want to charm all these guys. Okay, I just cut that fight out. That was a very long, drawn-out fight. The last time I'll be attempting to steal from goons or other dudes there. These guys you can bypass as well. Unfortunately, they try and psych you out by blinking really quickly there. So yeah. Anyway, I do have my party back for attempting to use things, but you know what? I'm just going to run away from this fight because they'll probably end up killing everybody because their fire attacks do a lot of damage, and I don't want to deal with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to heal you up. We're going to leave Frog low on HP so I can demonstrate something here. And I know it's going to be this fight. You know what? Unfortunately, this fight requires you, and it requires you. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, item. Power Seal. I got a Magic Seal earlier. This fight, containing these 2 morons and another Tubster. We will go and steal here. And then we will use Double Bomb to annihilate everything. Just give me a quick second here to make sure the steal actually works. And my Power Tab. And Double Bomb. Okay, he does attack on his own. Look at that. He doesn't attack on his own very often, but there we go. Or no, that was a counter to Charm. I know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Now we're going to switch up the party again. We're going to bring in Frog. Oh, Frog and these 3, right? I think. Now I have to check because my brain stops working. Yes, okay. We have enough MP for this. Let us figure out what we can actually do with this attack now that we're in much better shape to actually use it. Even better. We're at really low HP. Robo is at maximum HP. See how much damage this does. Fantastic. Oh, I love nuking enemies with powerful attacks. Not a very reliable one, but good to see that it actually does do something. Fantastic. I love this. And this is another speed tap. Yay, I've played this game too many times. Ooh, what do we have here? Magic elevator. Cool. Oh yeah, this place. Love this place. It's the one screen where you can fight 2 unique enemies. And we're going to bring you 2 along, and we're going to bring Magus, I think. You know what? Let's bring Chrono. Chrono hasn't been in, I think, at all. He's, of course, the highest level. It's kind of the main reason why he's been in most of the fights. But let's do that. And MIDI through you. And Tonic you as well. Nothing up there. Now, if you want, you can bypass this. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. I've seen people do it before. This is a unique battle where you can steal some unique enemy. Well, not unique items, but limited use items from blobs and aliens. I believe the blobs give you nothing. Magic rank, don't care. It's an item, but I showed it. What's more important is the aliens, because the aliens give us magic tabs. Now, the current setup I have for Chrono, while everyone else is making good use of prism specs and sunshades and all that kind of stuff, I could give him a gold stud, but I've also got, I actually have him with the frenzy band. And the reason why I have him with the frenzy band is because 80% critical hit rate, or 80% counterattack rate, with a 70% critical rate means he does a lot of damage. He criticals most of the time, and he's pretty much guaranteed to do 1,000 damage. Also, Falcon hit is powerful. And let's do Dark Matter. Look at all that damage. And everything's dead. Yay, look at all that experience. Barrier and a shield. There is a rare item that those guys can give you that sometimes it happens. You don't want the rare item. You can talk to the statues if you want to fight them, but you don't have to. So don't worry about it. No real reason to fight them unless you still need to learn some techs. A speed tab. 2 more aliens that I can charm. I don't know what kind of AI script they're supposed to have because they never seem to attack me, but they're there. But yeah, if you steal and you don't get a magic tab, just try and steal again until you get it. Eventually you'll get it, so don't worry too much. And we finally hit another save point. This area ends up being a little on the long side, well, a lot on the long side, just because there's lots to explore, lots of stuff to talk about. I think we've done most of the things, like most of the new enemies we've covered, so there's kind of one thing that I've held off talking about for pretty much the entire game thus far. And I would eventually like to talk about it, and now's probably, well, not now, but the next episode's probably as good a time as any. So next time we will talk about one of my few remaining stories from when I was a kid. And yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for this episode. Next time, you know what? Power Seal, by the way, is gives you power, stamina, defense, attack power. Overall, it's a really nice item. Magic Seal gives you magic and magic defense. Again, it's only up by 5. The Power Seal, I think, is up by 10. Yeah, so 10 power and 10 stamina versus the Magic Seal is only 5. Both are decent items. The power seal is better all around. Eventually it will become completely obsolete, but for now, it is a nice item if you would like to make use of it. Let's see. Gold stud. Hey look, Luminaire costs 5 MP. Fantastic. Actually, what am I doing? But no one's using the sunshades. Let's do that. And Magus. You use magic all the time. Let's give you that gold stud. And we don't need you on that anymore. So Frenzy Band's good for you. Hero Metal is also still good for him just because it does a lot. It's probably not his best, but I like using it anyway. I think everyone's pretty much got what I want them to have on. Oh yeah, by the way, I've been neglecting to put it on. The Haste Helm. The Haste Helm is absolutely fantastic. We're gonna put that on Chrono at this point. Shelter. I have 16 Mega Elixirs. I'm never gonna need anything else for healing for the rest of the game. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will continue through this massive dungeon a little bit further and see if we can make our way to the end. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.